is twilight on the trail, and I jog along. The world is light.
So, this is a window cling tag, Trichome Assurance Grading. I'll explain where the cling comes in a second. But so you know about interpreting, where the cannabis sommeliers. This is what's required for level 1 and level 2 certification. And what happens is when you judge cannabis quality, it's like, how do you judge that? Because it's so subjective, right? Well, we start with level 3 certified interpreters, people who are qualified weed experts, who go about our standard operating procedure when grading cannabis. This is what the state of Colorado tests for. This is what we test for. This stuff doesn't really matter to the consumer half as much as this kind of stuff does. So we have a standard operating procedure where we have certain types of measurement scales where we put math values to each one of these scientific visual points, our olfactory perspective, and we're the only lab in the world that has consumption as a part of our analysis, because it's about quality and what people are going to get out of that quality. So essentially, we built a weed grading calculator. And we take microscopic photography of the trichomes, pictures of the colas, and we input those data points into our calculator. Each phase is graded and weighed differently, and then those different weights are accumulated with a final score. So 79.67, okay? How this becomes non-subjective is inter-rater reliability. We have 2 experts grade the same flower with the same system on the same calculator, and they come up with the same answer consistently every time.
Replicatable.
And that it's replicatable and it's consistent. And so we have produced and developed the world's first objective way to quantify cannabis's quality. Chemotype, genotype, phenotype lab testing does not equal quality. High THC doesn't mean it was flushed properly. A large spectrum of terpenes doesn't mean you don't have powdery mildew. None of these other places really grade and judge for that. So the tag score, we now have these tags on jars of cannabis in Colorado. So we're integrating this technology with apps. So instead of you going on to Weed Maps and seeing where 100,000 dispensaries in the state are, what if you said, show me where the good ones are at? Oh, here's a location that's responsible vendor certified.
Right.
They have a cannabis product and sales training certification. Oh, they've got level 2 interpreters working on their staff.
Yeah.
Oh, their bud has been graded by a third-party system, double blind, and guess what? It's really good. It's this number of quality. So a sophisticated wine buyer doesn't go into an alcohol store and say, give me this species of grape at this alcohol percentage.
Yeah, right.
They say, show me like the 92s,
Yeah,
or where
yeah.
the 80s at. Like,
They
give
have
me
a scale that's been
scale
set up
and a number.
that everyone agreed
What's that
on.
based on?
Right.
Sommeliers,
Bunch
Robert
of-
Parker.
yeah.
You know, it's the same thing that we do with cannabis. So you guys will be able to program your cell phones to get push notifications whenever, let's say, 90% or higher is available. So the second 90,
That's
you know,
cool.
the other thing that this is really huge for, not just cannabis cups, not just dispensaries, but we are a multi-billion-dollar industry that has never had a way to quantify how much units cost.
Right.
That means, how much does a pound of weed cost, and who measures that? It's whatever the hell
Depends
the
where
grower
you're at.
says
Yeah.
it costs, because he said so.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no like control that says, well, if your bud is full of spider mites and powdery mildew and it's unflushed, probably shouldn't be selling it for the same price
Probably
as
shouldn't
a
be
pound
selling it
that's
at
like
all.
exactly.
Ever.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyways, that's the tag
That's cool.
program.
And how long have
cool.
stores in Colorado been using them? Like, has there
Right
been-
now, about like 4 months,
And have they noticed an increase in people, at least like the return customers, because of that
yeah,
specifically?
people enjoy getting knowing that what they're purchasing is quality when they know that this is an industry that's so unregulated and so full of crappy
Well, how many
cannabis.
Amazon reviews do people read before they,
Right.
click the button to buy one or the other?
But this is where this is going to get really cool. So you take a tag score and combine it with interpreting methodology, we can see and smell the psychoactivity of cannabis variety types and quantify its quality, right? I'm going to make cannabis that is certified by the Trichome Institute specific for PTSD.
Nice.
The red, the green, and the yellow jar. So you don't have to think and you don't have to ask. If you know that every time you smoke the red jar and it just takes all of those bad racing thoughts away, stick with the red jar, go into that store, show your military ID or certified ID.
Red jar, please.
Just give me whatever. If it's in the red jar, I want that. So
Right.
we're quality certifying, but we're also certifying the psychoactive effect that you're going to get. Your THC percentage won't tell you that.
No, but that's
Nothing
where
on
it
your
gets
jar
good.
will
Because
tell you
that's
that.
what people buy based on.
I
We
know,
chatted
and
about
people
this
don't
last-
understand
yeah.
that like your cannabinoids are like,
This is 33%.
whoop-de-doo.
No, it's not, though.
Yeah,
First of all, second,
it's not 33%.
Yeah.
And let's say it was 25%.
Yeah.
If it was 25% THC, does that mean it's 25% bioavailable?
No.
No. It means that there's 25% THC on the flower.
Yeah.
So what makes THC more bioavailable? Myrcene. So if I smell your bud and it's pungent and potent in myrcene, I know that is lubricating the blood-brain barrier to allow delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol uptake through your CB1 receptor.
All
Way more
25%
bioavailable.
or
And
more than-
I also know that myrcene degrades at a rate of 53% in 3 months' time alone.
Oh, really?
So you could have the best storage conditions in the world, but time itself will make that live hydrocarbon chain
Interesting.
run out of steam. And so now you're just back to cannabinoids.
Yeah.
Anyways, I can blow your mind about this shit all day. But